All right, this is Alex from CREA. Welcome to the Lead Machine Methodology, a guide to generating higher quality B2B leads and becoming omnipresent. And we will talk about omnipresence a little bit more deeper into the presentation. But we'll just get started with, the fact that every successful business needs one important thing. That important thing is leads. You need them in quantity, and you need them predictably coming into your funnel, filling your pipeline. But there is more to it than that, and that's what we're going to get into. That you really need high quality leads, decision makers that are seriously interested in solving their problems with your products or services, or in some cases, other business owners in complementary industries interested in a strategic partnership with your company. Also, a wonderful source of leads and a full pipeline. Sometimes leads are not ready to make a decision, and in our experience, most businesses just abandon them. So this can be everything from, we need to think about it to we're actually going to be thinking about this more, or this is a bigger priority next quarter, or whatever it may be. They're just not ready to make a decision right at that moment of the sales conversation or the initial, sales conversation touch point. And most people are just abandoning them. Were they really not going to buy even though they showed interest beforehand? Or maybe they just weren't convinced quite yet. Or maybe they just weren't ready to invest in your solution at that point, but they do know they need it. So they will probably most likely be coming back and looking for this solution again. They just weren't quite ready at that point. So, we never abandon leads if they're not ready to buy. Seriously, it's not a good idea. Instead we create systems, we create automations that keep your business top of mind for those leads that are not ready to make a decision, for when they are ready to purchase, or when they are ready to learn more, and it's a bigger priority to them at that point. So, well, that's obvious, all of that, and I'm sure that, I'm speaking your language if, you're feeling a little stalled in your business right now. Let's talk about omnipresence. What is omnipresence? So the dictionary definition is the state of being widespread or constantly encountered. And I love that definition because it really does make it clear the point. In marketing and sales, the more touch points you have with potential clients, and the fuller that you can keep your pipeline with opportunities, the more money is going to directly flow through your business naturally. Omnipresence maximizes the channels and the quality of each touch point, and it builds trust, familiarity, and loyalty for your brand. So using a strategy of omnipresence, really trying to follow your leads and nurture your leads in the best possible way to get the most value out of each lead that you possibly can, and using systems for that, automated systems for that, so that you can not only nurture and warm up leads, but you can also score leads based on engagement and things like that, so that your sales team will always be abreast of, who's the lead that needs to be followed up with right now. Who's showing the most action, who's showing the most interest. You're top of mind, your brand is now known to them, and the sale gets just that much easier every touch point. So we developed the Lead Machine B2B marketing system to consistently generate qualified leads and automate your sales process so that you can focus on what matters, serving your clients. We're going to go over a little bit about what the system consists of, and just kind of a little bit on timeline as well, because obviously time is money, and we want to make sure we maximize the value that we can possibly do in these systems. So it all starts with a strategy call, and we start by learning about your ideal client and your business and your brand and your personality and your culture and your USP, your unique sales proposition, your place in the marketplace, where you are now, what goals you've set, have you reached them, et cetera, et cetera. Then we're going to jump into a strategy and roadmap, which basically will use what we learn in our strategy call to develop a lead generation and nurturing strategy plan that we can implement. This is all generally done in month one. Sometimes things move faster, sometimes things move a little bit slower, but generally from our experience to really input and get all the info we need from the strategy call and output that into a strategy and roadmap for the next 12 months to generate results for your company. It generally does take about a month preparation, planning, and creating things. Sometimes content and assets, what we'll talk about next, does bleed into the first month if we are, if the project is fairly familiar or simple to us, and we're able to get through that. So the next step is going to be content and assets, and this is where we build content and interface assets, such as landing pages, websites. Things that people can interact with and convert into leads, and also content like written content, articles, information articles, videos, anything we can create that would create trust on an initial touch point, speaking with a prospect who qualifies for your type of services. Next, we jump into marketing automation, which is building the systems of emails and text messages and voicemail drops and all the channels that we want to hit, and basically writing the emails, creating automation architecture to build trust with your leads and show them your successes and your culture and what you guys are all about. After that, we look at ads. And retargeting. So a lot of times this will be an extremely inexpensive way to establish omnipresence with your target market. So through retargeting, you're able to follow around the leads that maybe slipped through the cracks. Maybe they weren't quite ready to buy. Maybe they're waiting until next quarter. Whatever that excuse or whatever that kind of timeline that they're on, the ads and retargeting will follow them everywhere they go, whether they're on websites or whether they're on Facebook. We can, based on your target market, we can apply this as part of our omnipresence technique and strategy. Next, after that, we set up messaging and campaign management for LinkedIn lead generation, generating leads off of LinkedIn and prospecting through LinkedIn. We have over 200 search filters. We're able to really, really get deep into exactly who your ideal client is, find them, and deliver them comprehensive messaging using the content and assets that we've created, using the marketing automation to follow up with them and nurture them into warm leads so that the closing gets easier and easier, and using the ads and retargeting based on, using that specifically on those prospects so that you get the best bang for your buck, you get the best ROI you can possibly get, and you don't waste any money on prospects that are not qualified or are falling through the cracks. And the final step is to execute and test. So this is where we just jump in. We execute the entire campaign that we've built. We continue to optimize every 7 days. We have an optimization schedule, so we'll be optimizing the campaign, looking at the results, analyzing it, altering the messaging, altering the ads, et cetera, et cetera. So optimizing every part of this funnel and just testing and improving results month after month after month. Generally, the numbers just go up. The number of qualified leads we generate just goes up as time goes on and as we optimize. So that's why it's a monthly retainer service where the results keep getting better, but you keep paying the same for our service. So it becomes extremely economical, usually after about month 2, month 3 of our service. So that's basically the system. Here's a little bit of results that we've gotten. This is for an IT company that specializes in cybersecurity. And this was 6 qualified appointments booked per week. This number has subsequently gone up, actually, but this was right at the kickoff of the campaign. We were getting 6 qualified appointments for them per week, and they were actively closing clients. So it's very, very good experience with these guys. We have another IT services provider here that specializes more in the cloud and data systems, and we were generating 4 qualified appointments per week for them, and they were engaging in messaging on LinkedIn and using omnipresence to follow around those leads and stay top of mind, and they were converting more sales than they ever were before. So I'd like you real quick, we'll take a little break here and meet Richard. So he runs a successful manufacturing technology company that creates automated welding systems mostly for aerospace manufacturers, okay? He was ready to scale his business, but he just didn't have a full enough pipeline to predictably grow revenue, to predictably hire who he needed, predictably implement the systems that he needed to scale. Without a sales pipeline full of qualified leads and a system to organize them, Richard felt unsure, and he was afraid to take his business to the next level, and this caused a lot of stress and a lot of anguish for him, which I'm sure we can all relate to at some point. So it's a learning experience. After that, Richard contacted us and discovered our lead machine system. He generated quality leads and appointments from LinkedIn, email, and Google Ads retargeting. And that was a couple of months after we started the campaign. So his pipeline will always be full of qualified leads, and he can start to scale his business. Plus, with an automated CRM system built custom for his business, which is included in our packages, he's always nurturing his leads that are not quite ready to buy yet. And this has led to a huge increase in sales for the company. So he went from unsure to confident, and that's really what this system implements, is to really take you from unsure, maybe afraid, maybe overwhelmed, maybe feeling like you just don't know what that next step is, to completely confident, looking at a sales pipeline that is full of opportunities constantly, and your sales team staying busy, your business can scale. Basically, Rich's company ended up consistently generating 20 qualified leads per month, and he has stopped neglecting his on-the-fence leads who just weren't converting. As a result, he's already started recruiting more engineers and working on a new laser welding product line that has already started to boom and is becoming his top-selling product. And so that was just the push that he needed to get over that hump, you know. So cases like Richard's expose a huge problem in the B2B marketplace, and the fact is that 60% of B2B businesses do not have a lead generation system implemented, and this is from HubSpot. But I mean, that's just unbelievable that, you know, these companies, they're mostly, and I'm sure, you know, they're mostly surviving off of referrals, they're mostly surviving off of word of mouth. They're mostly surviving off of maybe ad campaigns, but ad campaigns that are bloated and spending way more, you know, on the ads than you really need to, paying per click and things of that nature, that, you know, at rates that are going for cold traffic, which are always going to be more expensive than, you know, doing accurate prospecting and then serving retargeting ads, which are usually up to 50% or more. It basically cuts your costs in half. So we'll move on to the next slide here. The best part is that we make it extremely easy to build a solid lead machine for your business. We don't make this overcomplicated. There isn't any complex things that you have to do. It's very, very simple. The onboarding only takes a couple of minutes, and essentially within, you know, a month or two, you're going to be generating a constant stream of qualified leads that are not coming in from cold traffic, people that haven't been talked to. These are going to be warmed up sales appointments that, you know, is going to increase your close rate and make it a lot easier to train and work with your sales team. So this is what our clients are saying. So Ryan said, you know, Alex is amazing to work with. He's been reliable and responsive through our whole project. He understood right away the style of site we wanted, and it was just easy to deal with the changes. So I think the main point of this review is just that, you know, we understand digital marketing. We are creative. We do have a staff of designers and art directors, and we do work deeply with creating a unique vision for the conversions of your website or for your landing pages, etc. So we come in there with a creative eye, but with a digital marketing backbone. So we make sure to set your KPIs and your key performance indicators and your metrics, and surpass everything you're doing now. So, and then RJ over here is awesome. We work with him on a bunch of projects, and you know, what I really loved about his review was Alex and his team executed and put the idea into digital reality quicker and more in alignment than I have ever seen performed by previous digital creators. And he highly recommends our services that we provide and the business friendship that forms as a result. And I think that that's one of our main points, and one of the beacons of our company culture is to create a relationship. We don't want to be an agency. We want to be a partner with your company. We want to feel like an in-house partner with your company, where we really understand the goals and the values that you're trying to portray, and we generate leads that fit your company perfectly so that you can grow with them and create lasting relationships with them as well. And this is some of what our clients are experiencing here. And so this is this is a weekly report. from a campaign. And this is just from the LinkedIn side. So this is not including the Google ad retargeting or the marketing automation, but this is just generating, leads, basically warm leads from cold prospecting. And this is the total invitation sent was 600. So we invited 628 people, to be a connection on LinkedIn. We connected with 153. We sent out like a welcome and thanks message for connecting to 142 of these guys. And we received responses, positive responses, interested in the solution, interested in the welcome message and what we're all about. Six received responses, which indicates an invitation rate of 24%. So 24% actually came through our funnel and interacted with us, which is a very good number as far as a conversion rate. And with I see a lot of our clients struggling with ad campaigns where they're getting, a 10% conversion rate or a 8% conversion rate. So a 25, a quarter of the people that are being invited are converting. So, and then you see some messages here where people, this is basically this was for IT companies. This was a manufacturing company doing tooling, so they would like to explore the product capabilities and talk to them about a project. Should your company be interested? So this was a warm lead that actually turned into a sale. So who the hell am I? That's a good question. I started CREA with a vision to help advanced B2B companies, innovative B2B companies, increase their revenue by bringing efficiency to their marketing and sales processes. I grew up, my parents owned a small business, a local small business. I grew up living the challenges of, running a business with no lead generation, or generating referrals, but with no referral system in place so that you can constantly generate referrals. And, business owners do not have to struggle with filling their pipeline is what I learned over my lifetime. So I've dedicated my life to building a world-class team that can turn struggling businesses into efficient, successful, lead generating machines, and thus the name Lead Machine. So that's pretty much it. And if you're ready to fill your pipeline, if you're ready to get started, you're ready to generate some high quality B2B leads for your company. If you're in the IT services, manufacturing services, if you're in the financial services that serve other businesses, if you're in the merchant services sector, if you're in a B2B a B2B industry where you're trying to generate meetings, phone conversations, sales conversations with other business owners and other businesses to help them with solutions, solve their problems for their business, book a call, please, with us so we can learn more about your business and we can talk about strategy, get to the next level, and work out a plan that'll work for you. And make it easy for you to fill your sales pipeline and get a consistent amount of leads and get a consistent amount of closed deals coming through your pipeline every single week so that you can grow and scale your business and reach your dreams and live the lifestyle that you really want to. So thank you again for watching this presentation. Feel free to book a call with me, reach out to me, call me. My email is alex@crea.marketing, CREA.marketing, and my phone number is 805-419-9298. And you can always check out our website to learn more at CREA.marketing. So we're always available for you, and just let us know if you need anything. Thank you so much again.